Here are directions for checkpoint 4. As usual, check that summary box so you know what you're going to turn in when you're all done here. First thing it says, you're going to answer 6 questions in the model explanation box. And then you're going to do 5 pie charts, again, using Google Sheets for the models box. All of those things are from part 1 of our simulation. So how do you do part 1? Well, you'll click on this link and you'll follow these directions, or you'll click this link and watch this video, so it'll show you how to read everything on this chart and which buttons to press, just like it explains there. Once you've run this simulation, you'll be able to answer all 6 of these questions. So again, read them probably before you start your simulation so you know what you're looking for. You're going to be kind of going back and forth between here and the simulation so you can fill in all your answers. When you finish those 6 questions, you're going to use Google Sheets again to make 5 pie charts. And those 5 pie charts are going to be when the skater is at the top of the left side of the ramp, halfway down on the left side, at the very bottom of the ramp, halfway up the right, and all the way at the top of the right. And remember, if you don't remember how from our last 2 checkpoints, watch this video and it'll show you exactly how to make pie charts. All you need to do is figure out what kind of energy they have. But remember, you can look at the simulation pie charts for help. So when you finish that, you're halfway done. And then we're on part 2, the actual experiment for part 2. The first thing you need to do here is to write a hypothesis. The lab we're going to do, it tells us up here, is determine how the height the skater starts at on one side of the ramp affects how high they will go on the other side of the ramp. But we have to predict, what do we think will happen there? What's our hypothesis? So we are going to make a hypothesis. Remember, look back at your last checkpoint if you want to make sure you have that B-level if-then logical in there. If you look back, you could pretty much copy the prediction that you made for checkpoint 3, except changing the words to skater instead of pendulum and how far on the other side of the ramp. So you could really just start off by saying the higher the skater starts on the ramp on one side will cause the skater to go higher, lower, or the same on the other side. And that will go right here. If you want a better score, tell me why. Why did you think that? How did you think that? Is it because it had more potential energy, more kinetic energy? Whatever you think caused it. And then there's your A-level question. In order to do the actual experiment, here are the written directions. You'll click the link again. And if you're more of a visual person, you can watch the video that'll walk you through how to do the experiment. When you're done, you're going to fill out your data table. So you can actually, the video will show you how, and so do the directions, but you're going to start the skater at a height of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to see the first time they get to that other side of the ramp, how high did they go? At height 6, the second time they swing to the right, how high did they go? And so forth. But the video will walk you through how to do that if you're confused. You have 6 questions that are all about the data. So these will all come from the simulation and from your data. Now notice, 3 questions you must do. These are optional. They're not hard. They just show a little more understanding. And if you try them and get them right, you can get a B for doing 4. And if you get 4 and 5 right, you could have an A. Insert your graph. So you're going to graph the height they start at. Let me get out the highlight. On the x-axis, and the y-axis gets the height they reach on the first time. If you don't remember how to graph using Desmos, click this video. And again, this is really 2 separate days, so it's going to take a while to finish all this, but that's how you do both parts of this check.